Sally, taking back control?
I think that's a bit of a myth that's been put about, really. The fact is, first of all, members of European Parliament are elected. People keep saying people aren't elected. That's not true. And the European Court of Justice would still exist and they'd still have authority regardless of whether we're in the EU or not. It's not the same organisation.
Sally, I think you're mixing up there the European Court of Justice and the European Court of Human Rights. I don't want to get too technical, but the European Court of Human Rights is a non-EU body. The ECJ, or the European Court of Justice, is the body that interprets EU law. But equally, when you come to the point of the Parliament, the EU Parliament is the weakest legislative body in the world. It has no power to put forward legislation. It can only vote on proposals put forward by the unelected Commission. And the unelected Commission is full of 28 unelected people who speak not on behalf of any nation state, but on behalf of what they perceive to be a conglomerate European interest.
Sally?
I think on one hand there, you're probably underestimating the influence that the EU would still have over the UK regardless, but also, I guess, overestimating how much impact the European Parliament and how much control they actually have over the UK. I mean, like, all 28 member states get a veto. They can block anything. They need a full agreement.
That's not true. That's not true. For example, the UK government in the Council of Ministers has voted against and tried to block legislation, I think, over 100 times in the last 10 years. And every single time we've been in the losing minority. And that's because the new system, the way the votes work, is called qualified majority voting. It means that votes are distributed proportional to the size of countries, which means Eurozone countries have a permanent majority. So they act in the interests that don't work for the UK.